Stonewall Riot by Annie Rowley. What was the Stonewall Riot? On June 28, 1969, in Greenwich Village, New York, there was a police raid on a local gay bar called the Stonewall Inn that caused an outburst and started a riot. The riot was then followed by 5 days of protesting for LGBTQ+ rights. After the 5 days, the police peacefully made the protesters disappear from the streets, but the effects still last. Let's go back a bit. While in the 1960s, homosexuality was legal in New York, establishments that openly sold liquor to members of the LGBTQ+ were considered disorderly houses or places that were unlawful practices are habitually carried on by the public, and they often refused to give liquor licenses to bars that sold to gay patrons. Now, in order to get around this, people would open gay bars as a private business to get a license to sell to whoever they wanted. This was no different for Fat Tony Loria, a mafioso who in 1967 opened up the Stonewall Inn. Despite labeling the bar as a private business, it didn't stop police from coming in to harass and arrest customers, and this went on for 2 years up until the riot happened. About police harassment. Homosexuality was not illegal at the time, so police could not arrest people for it, so they found a way around it. The one way was just police coming into bars with or without a liquor license and arresting people for disorderly conduct. The other way was the 3-article rule. The 3-article rule was an informal guideline made by police that allowed officers to arrest people that were not wearing at least 3 articles of clothing of their assigned gender at birth. People got around this by wearing 3 articles of clothing from their assigned gender at birth, but not in the way they're supposed to make it more fashionable. Another way was just by people flat out defying the rule and asserting their gender to police. What happened during the protests? As the initial riot went on, the movement made its way to the streets and caused people to start actively defying police and start protesting. People found many different ways to protest or show their support, like openly displaying affection and celebrating their identities, or boycotting establishments that they felt were discriminatory, and making different gay rights organizations like the Gay Liberation Front, the Gay Activist Alliance, and the Street Transvestite Action Revolutionaries. Although these protests were for a good cause, they were just as violent as any other. Citizens and officers would get into clashes all the time during these days. After the 6 days, the police were able to get protesters to peacefully disperse from the streets, but the cause was still active. What was the lasting impact? The Stonewall Riot was a pivotal movement for civil rights, and we still see the effects today. The Stonewall Riots influenced the broader fight for equality and justice in the United States, as well as leading to a new wave of political activism within the LGBTQ+ community, pushing for equality and challenging discriminatory laws. The decades that followed had improved with rights for members of the LGBTQ+ community, like in the 1990s when military allowed gay people to serve, and the 2010s when same-sex marriage became legal. And not only has the rights changed, but so has the visibility. Because of the riot and the protesting all those years ago, it has allowed people to now openly express their sexuality with the world and not be reprimanded because of it. The Stonewall Riot was one of the most impactful civil rights movements, and it will continue to improve. Thanks for watching. Bye.